There is a crucial scene in the iconic world of The Matrix where Carrie-Anne Moss's character Trinity engages in a daring hack against the government. This sequence isn't merely a showcase of Hollywood's interpretation of hacking. It's a crucial moment that echoes throughout the film. Today we're going to dissect this scene, exploring its realism, the techniques employed, the security implications depicted, and the profound impact it has on the movie's plot. Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. When hackers are shown in movies, they usually type very quickly and use mesmerizing visuals. In this scene, Trinity does the same thing she always does. She dances her fingers across the keyboard while the screen fills with code. What does this have to do with hacking in the real world though? Hacking is a very careful process that is more about strategy than speed. Trinity's style may be fun to watch in the movies, but it makes one wonder how true Hollywood's image is. Hacking situations in real life are not at all like the flashy shows you see on television or in the movies. It would be fun to see Trinity's lightning-fast typing and mesmerizing pictures in a movie, but they are not at all true. In real-world, hacking is a very detailed process that needs a lot of planning, time, and knowledge about the system being hacked. Hollywood's image of hacking may be visually appealing, but it often doesn't show how complicated and often illegal the activity is. For instance, in a detailed hacking situation, an attacker might try to get into a company's database without permission. Before attacking, the hacker would do a lot of study on the target, looking for possible weaknesses and learning about how the company's network is set up. Then, they would carefully plan their attack, picking the best way to do it, like using social engineering or taking advantage of a flaw in the system. There may be more than one step in the process, such as reconnaissance, scanning for weaknesses, getting initial entry, gaining more privileges, and staying in the system. Once they got into the network, the attackers would use any known holes to take over the company's computer system. This could mean running harmful code or putting malware on other computers in the network to attack them. In addition, they will work on raising their rights to get higher levels of access, which would let them move around the network and get the private data. For the operation to work, the attackers would try to stay in the system for a long time, making it hard for the company to find and get rid of them. This could mean setting up backdoors or remote access routes that could be used in the future. By establishing backdoors or remote access routes, the attackers ensure that they can easily re-enter the system, even if they are initially detected and removed. These tactics allow them to maintain a persistent presence, posing a significant challenge for the targeted company in their efforts to identify and eliminate the threat. The longer the attackers remain undetected, the greater the damage they can inflict and the more sensitive data they can obtain. Consequently, the company's ability to safeguard its assets and protect its network becomes severely compromised. Well, that's not all. Hit that like button and subscribe to this channel if you're ready to see the tools and techniques used in hacking. Trinity's set of tools include the powerful network scanning tool Nmap. Professionals in hacking use Nmap a lot to make maps of hosts and services on a network. Nmap, short for Network Mapper, is a powerful and versatile open-source tool used for network discovery and security auditing. Developed by Gordon Lyon, commonly known as Fyodor Vaskovich, Nmap is also designed to provide information about target networks, hosts, and services running on a computer network. In the scene, we see how it's used, which gives us a taste of how technically accurate the movie is. Aside from Nmap, other tools and methods add to the story of hacking, making it an interesting mix of fiction and truth. One of these tools is Wireshark, a network packet analyzer that hackers can use to record and look at network data. In the movie, Wireshark is shown being used by Trinity to listen in on and examine the conversations going on between computers in the targeted network. Trinity also used Metasploit, a strong framework for penetration testing that lets hackers take advantage of weak spots in systems. It was used to get into safe systems without permission. This makes the hacking scene even more realistic. Social engineering methods are also used in the movie, which is an important part of real-life hacking. Trinity used her ability to charm and trick people to take advantage of their weaknesses and get into places that aren't open to everyone. This shows how important people are in safety and reminds us that technology alone isn't enough to keep us safe from cyber threats. Also, her skills at tricking and controlling people in the movie shows how important it is for companies to teach their workers about the dangers of social engineering and how important it is to follow strict security rules. It also stresses how important it is for people to be alert and careful when talking to new people or giving out private information. The use of social engineering in The Matrix is a strong warning that cybersecurity isn't just a technical issue. It's also a problem with people. The movie shows how hackers can change people's behavior and take advantage of their trust, showing how weak people are in digital worlds. This shows how important it is to have ongoing training and education programs that help people spot and avoid social engineering tricks. By learning about the strategies used in the Matrix, people and businesses can better protect themselves from threats that look a lot like those in the movie. As Trinity makes her way through the virtual maze, we look for possible security holes, which are similar to problems that happen in real life when it comes to hacking. Not only are those holes pretty, but they also pose real risk. It makes us think about how accurately the media reports on hacking. Understanding the shown flaws is important not only for fun, but also for understanding the serious problems that cybersecurity experts face every day. Cyber attacks are often over the top in the news, making them seem complicated and difficult to stop. For example, on November 9, 2023, at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time, the world's largest bank, Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, US's unit, faced a cyber attack. The attack paralyzed its ability to clear significant U.S. Treasury trades, prompting the bank to resort to unconventional methods. With the affected systems disconnected, ICBC had to physically deliver settlement details via messenger, carrying a USB stick to swiftly address the fallout and mitigate the damage caused by the breach. Many of these breaches happen because of easy mistakes that can be avoided. Cybercrime is often done by organized groups or even people paid by the government. The idea that hackers are lone minds working in dark rooms is also not a realistic representation of cybercrime. Also, the media tends to focus on hackers' acts instead of pointing out how important it is for users to learn about and be aware of how to stop cyber attacks. People might not understand what cybersecurity is really about or how hard it is to keep private data and systems safe because of this skewed view. In the end, people who watch or read media about cybersecurity should take what they see with a grain of salt and look for correct and detailed information from trustworthy sources. In this way, they can better understand what they need to do to keep their digital protection up to date. This critical method can also help people tell the difference between realistic stories about cybersecurity and the sensational stories that are common in entertainment media. It's important to be aware that the way the media covers cybersecurity may not always match it with how complicated and tricky real-world cyber dangers are. People who watch can make smart choices about what they do online and protect their personal information by looking for true information. Last but not least, learning about cybersecurity is important in this digital age to keep personal information safe and keep your online profile safe. To wrap up our exploration, we've journeyed through the Hollywood lens of hacking, dissected the techniques employed by Trinity, uncovered security implications, and analyzed the narrative impact. The accuracy of hacking portrayal in media is crucial, not just for enthusiasts, but for a broader audience. Please share your thoughts on this wonderful story by commenting below. We find great value in your suggestions. If you found this story on hacking and security fascinating, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more. Check out our cryptography video if you're interested in seeing more engaging content. You shouldn't let this tale pass you by. Thanks for coming along with us on this intriguing voyage through hacking and defense. Stay safe.